Hey folks, welcome back. Pop Retro. You can find me at Pop Retro 1 on Twitter and Instagram, and Facebook.com/Pop Retro 1 and Patreon.com/Pop Retro. So I wanted to quickly show you what came in the mail for the August horror pack, which arrived at the end of August, and I kind of threw it in the to-do pile. I opened it and threw it into my get to later pile, which, you know, continues to grow and grow and grow. And so it just hit me that we're over halfway through September, and I'm like, oh, I need to share these and get them out of the packaging so I can maybe watch one or two of them, you know, or at least insert them into the to watch pile, which continues to grow. So HorrorPack, it's a subscription Blu-ray and DVD service. You can order up either DVDs, Blu-rays, or both. I happen to get the Blu-ray pack, which sends 4 new Blu-rays to my porch every month. You can find out more about that at HorrorPack.com. So let's take a look at what we got in the padded envelope here. And up first, we've got, okay, we'll get the popular one out of the way. We've got Jordan Peele's Get Out. So this is one that I already have, so I'll keep this one in the shrink wrap. I won't go ahead and open this. Hard to believe, already 2017. Already, 5 years ago that this came out, which is kind of hard to believe, half a decade ago already. It feels like the whole last, 5 or 6 years just kind of blurred by. I don't know. The world's just kind of gone crazy, and time just flies. I think it's also just part of getting older. What did you think about Get Out? Did you like Get Out and Jordan Peele's movies that he's produced, directed since then? There's a look at the back. So let's see what else we got in here. Up next, we've got Octavia Spencer in the movie Ma. Now this also has Juliette Lewis in it. Octavia Spencer is a loner who keeps to herself in her quiet Ohio town. When she's asked by a teenager to buy some booze for her group of friends, Sue Ann, that's Octavia Spencer's character, offers the basement of her home for the kids to hang out and party. But, of course, there are some house rules. Someone has to stay sober, don't curse, never go upstairs, and call her Ma. As her hospitality starts to curdle into obsession, what began as a teenage dream turns into a terrorizing nightmare, and Ma's place goes from the best place in town to the worst place on earth. That's Ma. Let's go ahead and open this one up. See what we got inside. This is from, 2000, I want to say 2019, 2018. I can't really read look how small that text is. It's dark, kind of gray on black. I can never read it when I do these videos, but that's all right. Late last decade, I believe, is when this one came out. So, okay, there's the front, there's the back. It is by a Universal release. And this is actually a Blu-ray / DVD combo. I'm always surprised now. I don't know why, but I'm surprised when these come out. Oh, wow, they still release DVDs. And obviously they still release and make DVDs, but these combo packs I don't see very often. I think because the boutique labels kind of stopped selling the combo packs. And I buy a lot of boutique label stuff. And so, but even Mill Creek, which I get a lot of Mill Creek stuff too, and their Blu-ray releases now I think are generally just Blu-rays, and they don't come with a DVD as well. So there you have it. There's Ma. Up next, we've got Brahms the Boy Two. Now I never saw The Boy One, but I am interested. It was like a killer doll movie, which I've always liked those. But this came out, I believe, in 2019 or 2020. I think the first one came out in 2016. This one, unaware of the terrifying history of Heelshire Mansion, a young family moves into a guest house on the estate where their young son soon makes an unsettling new friend, an eerily lifelike doll he calls Brahms. Katie Holmes stars as the mother, who increasingly becomes uneasy and terrorized by her son's new supernatural friend. And so that right there is enough for me to really be interested. Katie Holmes. I've always been a Katie Holmes fan ever since the Dawson's Creek days. Another Universal release. And I believe Get Out was also, yeah, they're all Universal. So HorrorPack with having to deal with Universal apparently. This one has a slipcover, so I'll take that off. Let's go ahead and open this up. Should I wait to watch this until I watch the first one? Should I pick up the first and watch? I probably should, even though it looks like it's just sort of a, you know, in name sort of thing, different family, probably a similar plot. I don't know, but probably could watch them out of order. But I don't always like doing. Do you like watching things out of order, even if it doesn't matter? I've always been, I don't know, something in my brain that just doesn't want to do that all the time. But anyway, there's a look at the front. There's the back. A couple of scenes. Alternate ending, deleted and alternate scenes. And this is, again, another combo. The Boys 2 on DVD and Blu-ray. What do you do with, if you still get some of these, what do you do with your DVDs? I know some people like give away their DVDs, but hold on to their Blu-rays, or give their DVDs to friends who still watch them. For me, they just kind of stay in here, you know, in the case, but never get played. I still buy a lot of DVD stuff because I buy a lot of classic TV, and a lot of that has only ever been released on DVD. So I'm thankful for DVD for that. So, all right, we got one more left in the padded envelope. And this is the HorrorPack Special Edition. Every month, HorrorPack gives us a special edition that is exclusive through HorrorPack, and usually it's something very obscure, and generally something, a new low-budget horror film that I think a lot of times has only gotten a release through HorrorPack physically. And so this month we've got Woman in the Chair. Got so much glare going on there. Let's see if I can fix some of that here. I got this computer. There we go. It's a little better. Not too much better, but a little better. So this is HorrorPack Special Edition number 74. And I believe, I always say this when I do the HorrorPack video, I think I started somewhere at like around 22 or 23. So I've gotten HorrorPack for several years now. I haven't tried to go back to get the ones I missed or anything, but that's a pretty good run. I've got about, I don't know, around 50 in a row now of HorrorPack special editions. An expatriate in Japan finds a ghost sitting motionless in a chair and decides to monetize his discovery by creating a ghost tourism business for the wealthy. Little does he know that viewing the woman in the chair brings obsession and death to all her spectators. So that's what happens when you try to do something like that with the woman in the chair, especially if that woman is a ghost, not a particularly happy person. This comes from Bayview Productions, Bayview Entertainment. Copyright 2022, so brand new. There's the Bayview logo. I think there was a previous Bayview that HorrorPack released. Not 100% sure. I'm just going by my memory here. Let's look at the inside. I am behind on watching. I'm behind on watching everything. There's only so much time in an evening to watch stuff. And so I wind up with this big backlog of things to watch, which is cool. I'm glad I always have something to watch. So some of these videos like this is just showing you what's out there, what HorrorPack has delivered, and maybe some of this stuff you just haven't seen yet and it interests you and you could go and check it out. So there you have it. There's the 4 HorrorPack selections for this month. And again, if you want to know more about it, you can find HorrorPack at horrorpack.com.